Welcome in, everyone. Please hit that like and subscribe button on your way in. And today we will be getting into another video of Carlissa basically on live throwing shots as she do usually at Chrisean, Jaden, and whoever else she can. But let me know in the comments below how y'all feel about what she's saying in this video and how she's talking down to her fans.
Ain't listening to other people's mamas that raised them, that gave them a good life, being disrespectful to them. Over here ain't listening to other people's daddies. Y'all ain't gonna learn these secrets and these jewels that other women know. Cause y'all daddy ran off. Then y'all think y'all getting on here clowning somebody that got a daddy and had 3 husbands when you ain't gonna have one. We not gonna never be on the same playing field. I could call my daddy right now and get up out of here. Don't be running around here not talking to your baby daddy, not letting your baby daddy see the kids, not letting your baby daddy family see the kids, because them kids gonna have kids and them kids gonna have kids, and y'all ain't gonna have enough people to help that village. You're narrowing your own village down. Now, the one friend or the one woman you should take advice from, that bitch better have a daddy. And she better have a daddy that you can call. Because my friends can call my daddy. Now, I know he done slept with a few of them, daddy. That wasn't right. They was grown. But a few of my friends called him a little bit too many times. They started having to put out. You know, you can't call my daddy too many times if he ain't on your birth certificate. But now, if you call him too many times, you're going to have to bend that ass over. I ain't going to lie to you. He Aquarius like Jonathan. But you can call about 2 or 3 times. After that, you're going to have to do some favors. I done heard about him. I don't know. Girl, we different. That's why I'm trying to tell you. You can't even, don't even argue with a bitch that got a daddy. She got backup like Jesus back. She got fleshly backup. I don't even argue with them type of women. I already know you might be able to speak my language. Anyway, that's enough about my daddy. We're gonna talk about y'all daddy. My daddy is about 24 years older than me, and I'm 52, so he about 76. Just moved in with his girlfriend, honey, and she my age. I can tell you this about my mom. She got a PhD, and not that one your mama got. She got a PhD. She live in her own condo in the hills in Hollywood, and she ain't got no kids there, and she don't want no kids there. Now you can come and you can go, but she don't feel like being bothered. Now I don't know if she got a man in there because she real private. My mama, I ain't never seen my mama do no whole stuff like the stuff we be doing. My mama ain't never been like that. My mama was married to the only 2 men I ever seen her have fornications with. I only seen my mama with her husbands. So whatever she over there doing now, I don't know. When I was younger, she had a drug addiction problem, but it didn't affect what she had going on because we had daddies, real daddies. So that's all I can tell you right now. I don't know what she got going on over there. She don't like the fact that I'm so transparent and I share so much of my life. Even though she know this been my life my whole life. I used to get beat up for talking too much as a kid. So I don't know why she trying to act brand new. But this been my whole life. So she's not comfortable with me telling her stuff. She just now coming out with like her book about her drug addiction and all this stuff, or just recently shared it with her class, her testimony. I'm a little bit more like I don't give a fuck. My mom is a Leo too, but I don't know why she would like to keep her stuff on the low. That's okay. That's her choice.
But right now she's upset with me. She's been upset with me for the last year because I shared that I was going through some child molestation and that my mom was on drugs when it happened. So she wasn't probably ready for that to come out. But you can't, just like I can't hush Dre with his story. You can't hush people with whatever they feel like they need to get off their chest. If you didn't want them to know or you want them to be involved in the story, you're supposed to give them up so don't nobody know your story. But you can't smother somebody else's reality and somebody else's story just to make you feel better. I think she's wrong in that area. My dad thinks she's wrong in that area because I'll tell you, my dad, when my mom left my dad lost his mind for like a year. He literally was like the homeless cuckoo person. Like my dad took my mom leaving with us very hard. My mom divorcing my dad. I watched my dad go through that, and that was very hard for him. Yes, my mom is a very sweet lady. She is, and she used to be okay with my transparency and me being open up until it was had something to do with her.
So we was cool all the way up until last year, and because I shared one of my testimonies at a women's meeting, it kind of messed up our relationship again. But that's her choice. She calls me and says happy birthday, and we kind of leave it there. But she'll get over it because I may write a book one day. You can't be mad at people for wanting to tell their story. You can't not be mad at nobody. I don't fault my kids for, if that's how you feel, if that's your perspective, woo, baby, you better hurry up and get you the counseling that you need to fix it. Because I'm not fixing to let that fuck my life up. I know I did the best I can do, and I know I did a damn better job than my mama and daddy did for me. So, honey, after that, you cannot hold no. God is not getting ready to let you come up there and say, well, my mama let that man dig in my booty when I was 12, so that's what made me so bad and so resentful. He ain't going for that. No, ma'am. He's not going for what your mama did. You better pick up the pieces and you better start talking to him and praying that demon off of you, because he is not getting ready to let you come up there talking about what your mama did when you was 12. She barely know what she did. She was high. How you gonna blame your mama when she was high? That's what he gonna say. Your mama was high. How she know the man digging in your booty? She was high. How you gonna be mad at your mama for the man digging in your booty? She didn't know she was high. When you told her, she was probably high that day too. I would never blame them for any mistakes that I ever made in my life. But it took me probably until I was like 35 to realize that. So maybe my kids got to get to a point where they just look back and be grateful that I was there. Because some of these people's moms literally like just checked out and said, fuck it. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. You just looked up and your mama didn't give you no cornbread, no chicken. You don't know where she at. You just going to school on your own or dropping out on your own. No, ma'am, you cannot blame your parents for that. You old enough to still, when they was high, they still told you come in here before dark. I know, because my mom might have been high, but she still said when them lights come on, you better be in this house.
So if y'all sitting around here resenting y'all parents
for your life, you better undo that today and start taking responsibility. Because I was out there feeding my daddy at 8. At 8 years old, I knew better than to leave my daddy in a park hungry. Okay? I am not an only child. I had 3 younger sisters. I'm the oldest child.
and they watched me sneak out to take my daddy some food and gave me hugs and kisses and told me
tell daddy I love him. And they wasn't, but my sister is 2 years younger than me, 6. She started sneaking out with me, and that's what got me caught. But they know I would sneak out in the pitch black dark and take my daddy a plate. As soon as my mom went in that room and shut that door, honey, I would pack up that food that she thought she was fixing to put away, pack up my daddy a plate, and walk it over there to the homeless shelter, which was across the street from my house. I lived in the Meadowbrook apartments, so some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Life wasn't easy for nobody. It wasn't easy for nobody. Everybody been through something. But just as loyal as I am to my kids, I was to my own parents. You could believe that. And when
they get old, whether they talk to me or not, I still gonna have a place for my mama and my daddy to come to, whether they speaking to me or not. They might be on, they might be back in the room together, but they got a place to go.
Yes, these kids are very entitled. I mean, but I was an entitled child because, like I said, I could get my dad to do anything under the sun for me, so I get it. I just didn't move like that when shit didn't go my way, though. Maybe it's a guy thing, but I didn't move like that. Maybe once you get your daddy to do it, you can get any man to do it. But if you ain't got no daddy, you won't know what we talking about. This is a foreign language to you. But that don't mean you can't start paying attention to somebody else's daddy. I give Rock you said I'm contradicting, but I give Rock a hard time. So just because my mom was on drugs, that never gave me a right to disrespect nobody else's mama. I've never in my life, and I've had 3 husbands, I've never in my life talked back to one of my husband's mothers, ever in my life. There is not any man on this earth that will ever tell you, as disrespectful as I am and can be, that I've ever disrespected the person that he loves the most in his life. The person that makes him do an interview and say, oh, I just love it there. My mom is there and her husband is there and my baby mama's there and my kids are there. And it just feels like a kid again. No, I would never disrespect a man's mother, no matter how much I disliked her or she disliked me. No, ma'am. And yes, I barely had a
mama myself, and I still would not disrespect nobody else's mama or their daddy. No, ma'am. I got caught in somebody's house one time, and his mama pulled out the belt and started hitting both of us. You think I grabbed the belt back and went in on her like, lady, I'm 18 years old? No, ma'am, I did not. I took my licks and I kept on ticking because that's somebody's mama. That's a different level. That's a different level of disrespect. I'm a disrespect them because they disrespected me. Yes. Them was some disrespectful ass kids. And if you ain't got no daddy, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. There is absolutely no way I should be having a conversation with my son and his girlfriend talking about don't talk to her daddy like that. No, ma'am. It don't work like that. I never said Rock's mom was a drug addict. I don't know what her drug of choice was. I said what she said, what she told the world about her story, that her mom was on drugs. That was not a diss in one way or another. That was a diss to you because you didn't realize that my mother was also on drugs. But y'all always jump into conclusions and don't know shit. Do I ever get mad at my son? What? Yes, I was so angry with him. What are you talking about? I called him everything under the sun. I tried to pull his whole child. Yes, we had our moment. We've had our moment. Trust and believe that. Me and Jonathan have had our moment. But Jonathan called and apologized. These other people, they don't know nothing about apologizing. Jonathan apologized just like Andre did. And I can live with a sincere apology. I can't live with no people that's wishing bad ill will and don't never apologize, don't take no type of accountability at all whatsoever. Even with that man's teeth, she should still say, you know what, I tripped out, I'm sorry. I would make Callie apologize. I don't care what the case was, if that person didn't hit you first, you should still apologize. When I threw the water bottle at Rock, I apologized to her. Yes, I don't know you like that, and when you started talking to me disrespectful, I should have just left and let John figure out his own life. I did apologize to her. I know good people, they apologize. Good people you can always tell if a person is a good person by heart because they will always apologize because they know that the Bible told them that they have to. That's how you know a real person, a real child of God. They do not hesitate to apologize when they're wrong. But y'all daddy ain't put y'all up on game, so even y'all daddy in heaven ain't put y'all up on game. So y'all just follow on behind people and don't even know who you follow on behind. You just follow on behind people. Anyway, I done gave y'all too much today. I did not have to apologize to Rock. I didn't have to apologize to her for no reason. When a person can humble themselves when they're wrong and just say, you know what, my bad, I'm sorry. I don't care if you got to apologize 100 times. It might take you 100 times to get it, but I'm going to know your spirit when you apologize. I know their spirit. They didn't even apologize to each other. Dre's wife done disrespected Dre. Dre's wife done disrespected herself. She done disrespected me. Did she apologize? Yes. Do I apologize to her? Yes. But I picked her. I knew she was a good pick. We talking about people that's going on 30 years old that ain't never been baptized before. Y'all following anybody. Y'all, even my grandson thought that was funny. Y'all just, yep, she'll do. Anybody will do. Y'all don't have no sons or no daddy, huh? I'm going to entertain this anyway, just because I got time today. If my sons get on your nerves, who you going to take it out on? So my sister said the same thing. Oh, Carlissa, you're the common denominator, and if they da-da-da-da-da-da. Now her son done went and made a baby. Now her son been with his baby mama just like my son been with Jaden, 10 years. All my sister's sons been in a relationship with somebody for at least 10 years, right? So they was coming at me the same way y'all coming at me, but now Maine, my nephew that just came out here, that's on my show, y'all can go watch it for yourself. We brought it up on the show. We bring up a lot of stuff on the show that y'all need answers to, that y'all could have got the answers already, but y'all too cheap to pay that $5.99. But anyway, her son was dating somebody for a year. The whole family, we love her, still love her. She ain't in the picture no more though. Now this girl was my sister's considered daughter-in-law, but her son went out and made a baby with somebody else. Now my her son's old baby mama mad at her. They don't talk no more. So while now she's the common denominator too, right? But that's how it be though. If your son fuck it up and they've been together for 10 years, whatever the case may be, and your son messed that up, them women take it out on you. Just like Katie, she ain't never really been mad at me. Katie ain't never really been mad at me. She been mad at Dre. But because Dre can't hit rock bottom because I'm his mother, and that's just not in his cards, as long as I'm on this earth, he'll never hit rock bottom. My kids will never hit rock bottom. They won't be outside if y'all put them out. If Rock don't fuck with him and his numbers run out, or Jaden don't make hits and his numbers run out, that's why they don't fuck with me, because they know your mama still gonna fuck with you because I'm their mama. I don't have a choice. I don't get to run off like y'all do when shit get tough. So naturally, they're going to resent me because without me, Katie could have controlled Dre's whole shit. She could have had him walking around here like a slave of Zamunda. But she can't really have my son walking around as no slave because I got his back. John, Jaden just left here 2 days ago. I do not feel comfortable with you bringing this new girl over. Okay, Mom, no problem. 2 weeks later, brought her back again. What I'm going to keep saying? It's his house. You can't bring this girl over your house? Now, I was uncomfortable when she started talking about Jaden and talking about me and talking about Callie. And I did, not feel as comfortable with her there. because her energy just wasn't right for Jaden. So I'm naturally, you gonna be in the middle, no matter how you don't want to be in the middle, lady. If you got a son,
especially if he working with a little something, if he got a little cash and a little stash and a little thing going on, honey, that girl gonna resent you too. Just forget it. You think you got all of the plans, honey? They ain't gonna work. She gonna be mad at you too. Girl, these are some different temperature type of women. They cutting themselves, writing their name in blood on the walls and shit. Girl, my grandkids ain't gonna grow up hating me because they ain't gonna know me. Remember, they don't let me see the grandkids, so it won't be no reason for them to hate me. You don't think they're gonna see all these messages? Well, one message they need to see is when their mama flipped on me. That's the first message they need to see. They need to see. So grandma, so mom, what happened with you and grandma? Why you and grandma go left? Because y'all was talking all the way up until you and my dad got back together. Was it my grandma's fault that my dad went and got Miss Rock pregnant? Is that grandma's fault? That's what you're supposed to say to the kids when they ask you questions. Was that my grandma's fault when my dad got Miss Rock pregnant? And then you really mad at my grandma because that's their brother or sister because you didn't want my brother around? Yeah, it's all gonna come out one day. One day it's gonna all come out. People ain't raising them and teaching them about the Lord. So if I say something about one of my kids, I know what I'm talking about. You just don't know what I'm talking about. And you is definitely gonna be worthless if your mama don't take you by that church house and dip you in that water. That's the truth. Now, if your mama don't take the time to teach you about the Lord, go to take you to Sunday school, to go get your baptism, Carter can tell you everything there is to know about the Lord Jesus Christ and what he is to him. Now, if your child don't know, he's going to be a worthless seed. And you should thank me for telling you that. How you going to get some blessings and you ain't even been to the fountain? You going to be worthless, and so is your children. Y'all not picking up what I'm putting down. It's crazy seeing how many people don't respect their parents, girl, and that's why the world is the way it is. But they'll forgive their man in a minute. Oh, they'll forgive they boyfriend, their baby daddy in a minute, honey. They'll forget that man so quick, fast, in a hurry, honey, and will still be mad at their mama, mad at their daddy. How you mad, but you forgive him? And then we'll turn around and to forgive the lady that had the baby by him. Girl, by them is not real people. They seat fillers. There's some real people on this earth that's really here just to fill seats. My mama might can't stand me, but I know it take her a good 45 minutes to an hour before she go to sleep because I know her. I know she up praying for Jonathan in that jail. She probably done called so much they thought it was me. Okay, because my mama loved Jonathan just like I do.
Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Also comment below and share this video to help your girl get in the algorithm.